There we go. Franklin Franklin in the Big Kid. And that was picked out by Patty and Elmo because they'll find of somebody older, like Franklin was to Jack Rabbit, and they'll find of Valian. Yep, Elmo and Patty are fond of Valian. Like, oh my gosh, he's so cool when he plays video games, and when he claws, and when he plays ticket games. Yeah. And they're also fond of using, like, oh my gosh, 3 panda bells, a donut, and a wolf. Using this hobart is so amazing. So there we go with Franklin and the Big Kid. Oh, and they'll also want to be like them someday. Yeah, and yeah. There we go. And that was based off the episode. I think it was based off the episode. And as you know, it was a very old book. Based on the episode. There we are. Based on the TV episode, Franklin Delivers. Yeah, and it was made in 2002. Yeah, 2002. Franklin and a Big Kid. Franklin could, Franklin could count by twos and tie his shoes. He could slide up, slip and slide down the riverbank, and sling all the way across the monkey balls. But some days he wished that he could do more. Some days, and Franklin wished he could do some things the big kids did. Oh my gosh, there's some Adam Young, older skunk, that skunk's cousin, a raccoon, that's raccoon's cousin, older brother. Hey, and there's Jack Rabbit. And there's Franklin, and that's Bill, that's Goose, and that's Rabbit. Checking out his cousin, or whole cousin. And that's Beaver over there. One morning, Franklin worked himself in the mill. Oh, mill on the wall. Who is the slowest of them all? Have I grown since yesterday? He asked his mother. Maybe just a little bit, she replied. Franklin smiled and put on his cap. Your cap's on backwards, his mother said. I know, said Franklin. That's how Jack Rabbit wears his cap. And all the big kids do too. Get Bill, Franklin. And I guess he has a pilot hat and a soccer ball, a radio, Dino poster, and his goldfish Goldie and books. And he's off to play pirates or something with Bill, while his mother is dusting his dresser. There we go. Franklin met Bill at the treehouse to play pirates. Oh my god, they were playing pirates. See, there's Franklin wearing the hat and seeing something through the telescope. What I'm gonna tell you who it is later. And that's Bill holding the sword, wearing the hat, and wearing an eye patch. Like some level, stamping level, I know. And what is Franklin looking at? Jack Rabbit. Somebody's coming, Captain, whispered Franklin as he peered through the telescope. Friend or foe, matey? Asked Bill. Franklin looked again. It's Jackrabbit! He exclaimed. See, Bill's Jackrabbit. He scrambled to the ground. Hi, Jack, said Franklin. What's going on? What are you doing? Just hanging around, said Jack. We replied to Jack. Sorry. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm just hanging around too, Franklin answered. If you want, you can come by the pine cradle and watch me skateboard, said Jack. Wow, thanks, said Franklin. Wow, it has a smiley face and a bunch of little stars and a star on his skateboard. And he's very fond of the color blue. Just like me. Franklin said goodbye to Bill and hurried home for lunch. So, wow, there he is. He is home for lunch, and he's having a salad with yuck bugs and fruit and some kind of juice. I'm meeting Jackrabbit at the pike, he told his parents. He pulled a soccer jersey. Are you playing a game? Asked Fable. Franklin shook his head like, Rabbit, Jack always loved the jersey. And I want to be just like Jack. Why doesn't it look familiar? Because Pandy wants to be like Valian and using, and so does Elmo. Yep. Wow, and these are the same squad we've seen all year ago. Solly will at the new library today. Franklin rolled off his bike to the pike all afternoon. He watched Jack and his friends do tricks on their skateboards. Do you want to try? Asked Franklin. Asked Jack. Oh, again, I'm sorry about that. So, explained Franklin. He stepped eagerly on the skateboard. He pushed off, and he stayed on for 10 whole seconds. Wow. You're almost good as me, Franklin grinned. Wow, see it? And I think he has that on the TV show. And that was the phase I did a year ago. Oh, there's Franklin, Franklin's father, Franklin's mother, and Franklin's little sister, Harriet. Even though Harriet wasn't on this one, that night, he asked his parents for a skateboard. You just got a new bike, said his father. Bikes are for little kids, Franklin replied. Skateboards are dangerous, his mother pointed out. But I'm good at skateboarding, answered Franklin. Jack said so. Baby, when you're bigger, said his father. But I am big enough. Franklin muddled Franklin. Aw, he looks all grumpy. Aw. Like that guy from Wish. Aw. Sorry, I have a stuffed up voice, but I'm fighting the cold. Or might be. The next morning, Bill called on Franklin. Do you want to play pirates? He asked. Not today, Franklin replied. I'm gonna hang around with Zach today. Hang around with Zach. Do you want to come? No thanks. I rather play pirates. Aw, look at him. He's already looking up to him. Wow. He's already planning his fusil skateboard already. And he's already planning his fusil with his new skateboard. See, Zach number 1, Zach number 2, and Zach number 3. Wow. It might be number 4. Okay, let's turn the page. After Bill left, Franklin hurried over to Zach's house. Do you want a skateboard? Franklin asked. I can't, answered Zach. I have to do my paper route. Franklin offered to help. It isn't easy, said Zach. I got lots of papers to deliver and loads of flyers too. I don't mind, replied Franklin. I'm not a little kid, you know. Let's turn the page. It took 2 hours for Franklin and Zach and Franklin to sort out the papers. Yeah, my spine is acting up today. This is a lot of work, said Franklin. It so is, said Zach, but I get lots of money. That gave Franklin an idea. Maybe he could get his own paper route and buy a skateboard. Wow, he's dreaming, right? Because the ending is shocking. Like Donman said, the ending is shocking. Franklin and Zach took turns whizzing around the wagon, around the streets, and tossing papers to everybody's door. And they had to go back to Zach's house 4 times to load up. On the second trip, Franklin's tummy began to growl. Could we get something to eat? He asked. Zach shook his head. I have to deliver everything by 1 o'clock, he replied. Uh-oh, he's hungry. He should have packed food. But Jack is okay. Because he packed his own food. Probably carrots. On the 4th trip, the wind started to blow. Franklin ran after the runaway papers. On the 4th trip, it started to rain. Franklin got soaked. It's a good thing you make lots of money. He said to Zach, think of all the neat stuff you can buy. But Zach explained that he was saving most of his money for college. Oh, it's a school. Well, people go when they graduate high school. So let's turn the page. Oh, sorry. Lincoln was grumpy, wet, tired, and hungry. When all the papers were finally delivered, he had an idea and sailed up. Do you want this skateboard? He asked Franklin. Sorry, said Franklin. Sorry, Franklin, said Zach. I got schoolwork to do. Wow, he must be in middle school or high school or elementary school or something. Zach thanked Franklin and gave him $2 for helping. Thanks, Zach. See you later, called Franklin. On his way home, he thought about his $2. He thought about how many papers he would have before he could get a new skateboard. Then Franklin passed by the candy store. He thought a little. Maybe I'm not big enough for my own paper routine and a skateboard, he decided. See? There's Mr. Bowles' store, who's on the books and TV shows sometimes, and there's the candy store. Oh, look, it's green apple, jelly beans, probably butterscotch. Yuck, butterscotch. Yuck. Dum-dum lollipops and candy peppermint sticks. Yum. The only one I'm not fond of are the butterscotch. Because they'll sleep. After lunch, Franklin went up to the tree house and brought up the treasure. I brought treasure, Captain, he called out to Bill as he held up a bag full of candy. Permission to come aboard, answered Franklin, Bill answered. And Franklin turned his cap the right way around and climbed onto the pirate ship. And this is the end. So you don't have to copy the older kids to look like them, Elmo and Pandy. You just have to be patient. Okay, and okay, Yep. And someday your time will come. Okay, and okay,